Follow along with me here. Jesus came to earth to draw us to God through witnessing his love and compassion. And we are supposed to model that example with our children and also draw them to God. A child is drawn to God through its experience of God's love, mercy, and forgiveness through us, its earthly parents. For example, along the same line, Jesus told us to increasingly show the fruits of the Spirit in our lives so that other people would see them and be drawn to God in their desire to acquire them. But if a personality never experiences God's love, mercy, and forgiveness, or if it gets led off track into continually choosing against truth, beauty, and goodness, then that person will eventually lose any desire to ever do God's will. They will choose not to accept their gift of eternal life, and when they die, their personality will disperse into the greater universe like a drop of water in the ocean, and their thought adjuster will take all of value from that brief mortal existence and return to God to await another mortal mind to indwell. Each of us is a vital participant in God's plan, and realizing that changes how we live. Yes, eternal life is freely given, and it is to be received as such. But from that point on, we are expected to grow in our spiritual understanding and our service to humanity for God's sake. We earn our way to God one step at a time, not through so-called works, but by increasingly demonstrating the fruits of the Spirit in our lives, spreading those seeds and bringing more souls to God. The whole purpose of material creation is for mortals to be born, acquire their spirit of God, and then choose eternal life so they can move on to the Urantia realm, where they will then traverse hundreds of training worlds as they grow in perfection and eventually become eternal souls. Remember, this world is only a bridge. The only thing that is really important in this first life is whether or not we choose to continue our journey to perfection. To put it crudely, the universe is nothing more than a soul factory, and nothing hurts God more than losing one of his potential souls. That is why there is so much more joy in heaven over one sinner repenting, finding that one lost sheep, than having many more secure in the fold. That is why this message is aimed at you who sense the need to believe in God, but who do not see God in religion as it is practiced now. This is your way to God, and no one can interfere.